are live and I'm checking on a noise. Hang on. Sorry about that. There's probably a critter under the house. Tora, please let me walk. I can't sleep. No particular reason. I mean, I was active enough today that I'm tired. I'm just not sleepy. So I thought I'd do an insomnia special. It is not that stuff is on my mind or okay, what's my uh app? Oh well, tipping the camera so it won't get the glare from the lamp. I hope. I've got a fried egg sandwich and some lemonade, thinking maybe my tummy needs to get some food in it before I can sleep. The clutter in my house is not as bad as it has been. Uh, Tora, say hi to your adoring fans. Come on, let go. You walk all over me when I don't want you to. There's my kitty cat, Rockabye Kitty, and Great Granny's rocking chair. Um, yes, that's Tora. You know you have to say hi to your adoring fans if you want treats. I can't stay on live too long. I'm down to my last 1 gig of internet before it resets in at midnight on Monday, and today is Sunday. Oh, well, there's Smoky Sue looking for a treat. Cats. So anyway, I guess all of Tora's adoring fans are probably sleeping. Anyway, I am fine. My roses will eventually recover, but it ticks me off because I've worked so hard to keep them healthy, and I've allowed them to grow while actually doing some trimming every year. I suppose that's part of why I'm not falling asleep, but ordinarily I could, meditate or pray and or just do deliberate relaxing, with the breathing and the muscles. You start at your toes and your fingers and just consciously relax your muscles going up toward your torso and your neck and your head. Anyway, it wasn't happening, so I thought I'd say hi. My roses will eventually recover, but that air quotes helpful person cut down 2 or 3 years of growth from them. And now I have to go in and cut out the suckers. They're called that because they suck the life out of the plant. So you'll have one branch that's super green and looks great, but it's killing the rest of the rose bush by taking all of the nutrients. I do have two people watching. Well, I guess I won't sign off right away, but I'm taking a bite of my fried egg sandwich. I learned about fried egg sandwiches in junior college. It was so cool. I could get a sandwich and a little one of those little cartons of orange juice for 50 cents for lunch. Helped me keep myself fed when I was a poor, starving college student. So here's a bite of my sandwich. Mmm. Now, I was studying pre-medicine, pre-med, and we were studying embryology, working with chicken eggs. And all of us got to where, not at first, but we got to where we eat eggs while studying chicken eggs in the embryology class. At first it was like, no eggs. But eventually that wore off and we were used to it. Just as a surgeon has to get used to blood and other icky stuff, he still doesn't want it at home while he's eating. But, well, I will not get used to people coming to my house and presuming that my things at my house should be pleasing to them. We have those who think I need more stuff and bring stuff I don't want or need, which is not so bad because I can always give that stuff away to someone else. But then there's the ones who say, if you have, let's say, more than one ashtray on your table, oh, you're a pack rat. Why do you need two? I'm going to take one and throw it in the trash while you're not looking. That kind of person. By the way, I do smoke. And there's only one ashtray on my desk today. But I don't get it. People think I have too much stuff, so they take away the good things that I use every day, which is why they're out in plain sight where I can easily get to them. And they leave obvious trash. The worst was when some people who supposedly were going to help me pull weeds to make my home a little safer in case of forest fire, took an entire stack of lumber that I had just bought. I was going to make a chicken coop, and it requires up here because we have wildlife that eats chickens. It requires a very sturdy chicken coop. And they took all the lumber that I bought to build one. Because, oh, you're a pack rat. What do you need a bunch of 2x4s and chicken wire for? Excuse me? Isn't it obvious? That's how you build a chicken coop. Oh well. And when I complained, they decided never to come back, and that was fine with me. I don't need that kind of help, and that's what happened this time. I was actually, I thought, doing her a favor. She's on some kind of disability where she's required to work, so she needed to do help help me around here and have me sign a thing that she spent so many hours. But I asked her to pull weeds, and she did everything but pull weeds. And then when I told her, don't come back, I don't need you anymore, she came back early in the morning when I was actually awake and making breakfast, but she was so quiet and sneaky that I didn't notice her. She found a spot where she was out of sight and she was really quiet while hacking up the branches off my rose bushes. So maybe that's one reason why I can't sleep tonight. Because earlier Saturday, I filmed what's left of my rose garden and uploaded it, and it took hours for a lousy 2 or 3 minute video to upload. Took 4 or 5 hours. Anyway, I think I could go to sleep now. And I was just saying hello, but I guess I needed to rant a little more. Anyway, finally, I insulted her by complaining on Facebook, so she's never going to come help me again. Thank you. Thank you, God. Anyway, thank you all for popping in, and have a wonderful day. Well, let's see. Have a wonderful day. This is a short one because, for one reason, I have only 1 gig of internet left, and after that, I'm on data. Well, hi, Tim. Welcome in, and thanks for popping in. I'm afraid this little insomnia version was a bit of a rant. I have occasionally had help from people who were actually helpful, like the local guy who hauls my trash away and refuses to take a penny in payment for it. Now, he does do that for a living and get paid for hauling trash, because people up here on the mountain often have more trash than the trash service will haul. And now the trash service will not pick up green waste. You have to separate your green waste from your household waste or trash, grass clippings and such. And they won't take it, but they're starting a program that for an extra $28, they will come pick up 1 load of green waste, up to 6 bags, yard waste bags. They're out of their minds. They already charge the trash company charges us whether we have them pick up our trash or not, plus extra if they do pick up our trash. And it's been some time since they stopped taking recycles, the stuff you have to separate. Sorry, my hair's in my mouth. One of the hazards of long hair. The stuff you have to separate from the trash because it's recyclable. And I'll be darned if I'm going to give them the cans and bottles that I paid a deposit on anyway. I'm going to take them someplace where I'll get my deposit back. Anyway, they just quit taking it, and most people have been just not separating out the recyclables, because what else are you going to do with them but have the trash company take them? You're supposed to haul it yourself to the dump? I'm not the only one up here who doesn't have a car. And the dump is a couple miles away uphill on the mountain. No. There's already all kinds of things we have to separate from everything else and wait for them to have a special collection day, like flashlight batteries, expired medications, even if they're over the counter, and just all kinds of stuff. Oh, electronics. Maybe once, maybe twice a year they'll accept batteries. And God forbid you should have old ammunition you want to get rid of because you don't even have a gun and you don't know where it came from, but it's there in a box in the shed. Oh well, anyway, I'm griping again. And Tora Kitty Cat is helping, aren't you? It isn't feed you time. I fed you and you didn't eat it. And you let the other cats have it because it wasn't good enough for you. So I'm not opening another can. She says, that's okay, I'll take treats. Well, darn. Cat treats. You know what happens when I give Tora treats? 6 other cats, well, not 6, 2 or 3 other cats come along. Go, where's my treats? Where's mine? Anyway, I better sign off. I am starting to get sleepy and I want to finish my fried egg sandwich. I didn't have orange juice, so I'm drinking pink lemonade with water and coffee, and when I'm done, I'm sure I'll get some sleep. So thank you for popping in, Tim, and thank you those who have been listening. You're still listening, even though I'm just bitching and griping and complaining. Oh well. Anyway, this wonderful guy will take my trash for free. And our county came up with a program where they'll haul a load of green waste for free, but they've never shown up. So the guy who hauls my trash for free says he's tired of looking at it and he'll take it for free. Oh, Tim is used to insomnia. Well, I don't want to sit here eating or falling asleep or both. The ashtray's smoking my cigarette again. because I keep forgetting about it. Anyway, what I do is I bring things into the house to sort through them, get rid of what I can, sell what I can, and find little treasures, things that I use that I couldn't find because I had during a house cleaning, a major house cleaning, I had boxed them up and put them out in the shed. Or in the driveway on top of a pallet and then triple tarped, because the tarps they sell are so leaky they let the water through, so what's the point? Hiccups. So anyway, it looks like I'm not making any progress because there's always a big stack of boxes in the house. But I'm actually taking boxes away for trash, donations, and selling. We have thrift shops that take donations. And then I bring in more boxes. So the stack is just as high, but they're different boxes. And there's less and less stuff in my driveway and my shed. The poor shed got a door blown off in March of 2023 when we had Snowmageddon. So the snow and rain got in there and ruined a bunch of things. It didn't used to be trash, but it is now. So I'm slowly getting rid of that. I have to get everything out so I can sweep out all the dirt that got into the shed. And then put things back in as orderly a manner as I can manage. But I know I'm making progress, and I don't care what other people think. Oh, you have all this stuff in your house. What if you have a fire and you can't get out? It isn't like that. My front door is completely clear. My windows are not the kind that you can open anyway. They don't open. And my back door looks like it's blocked, but believe me, I've tested it and I can open that door if I need to. The stack of boxes doesn't weigh that much. And I know what's in the boxes. I know which ones I should move so nothing breaks, if I have the time to do that, and which ones I can just either climb over or push outside. Not a problem. So, the only windows that open are in the bedroom. These windows were designed to grow plants in the windows. They're like little greenhouses. Now, there is one over the kitchen sink that technically could open, but I'd have to climb up on the counter and it slides open. And I wouldn't want to do that unless there was no other way out and my doors work just fine. Oh, Tora, get out of my dinner. That's my egg sandwich, and you wouldn't eat it if I gave it to you. I know, I've done that once or twice, and you don't want it. You just want to pester me. Cats. I love Great Granny's rocking chair. So anyway, I'm making progress, and here and there I sell something and pay the bills. If you're on eBay, guy, I keep forgetting what the store is called. It's Zach Wood's store. He sells all kinds of stuff, and sometimes he sells my books for me. Oh, Tim is an adoring fan of Torah. You hear that? You have an adoring fan. And he's on Facebook on The Phil Dickian. One word, no spaces. It's a Facebook group. Yes, I have kitty cat treats. She's an addict. It's kitty crack. Yeah, Temptations. All right, Smoky Sue and Tutu and more for Tora because she's the best. I actually adopted Tora. Tutu and Smoky Sue and 3C moved in without asking. 3C's outside because she's super feral. Sweetie's here. She's still feral, but she was born here 16 years ago. Well, I guess Tutu and 3C were born here, sort of, outside in the garden. But they're feral. That means wild. Never been anybody's pet. Smokey moved in when her humans moved away and left her. How can you do that? How can you just move away and leave your pet? Anyway, so I'm stuck with cats. But Tora, I actually adopted. And Sweetie, even though she's feral, she's my cat. They're all spayed. No kittens. You know, and some idiot keeps claiming I have 6 or 7 cats. And I'm like, or a dozen even. I'm like, oh, if some cat walks across my yard, it's automatically mine. Even if I don't feed it and it doesn't come in my house. Yeah, ferals can be sweet. I call her Sweetie, but she's really, even after 16 years, knowing that I feed her and I provide treats, she's not a pet. I can't pick her up. I can't really get her. Although today, while giving her some treats, I accidentally touched her and she didn't run away. She did act shocked, you know. And if I get up from the chair to walk around, ding, she's gone. But she is a very clever kitty. And pretty. She's a black and white tuxedo kitty, aren't you? Anyway, even the feral cats here are spayed. I had to borrow some traps from a charity, and they took the ferals to the free clinic where they got them spayed, and I didn't have to pay for it. Thank God. There were 4 feral kittens. One disappeared before I trapped the other 3. And since then, one of the three who got spayed has died. There was something, sorry, I got eye itchies. There was something wrong with her. And one day she went outside and little Patches never came back. I didn't let her outside. She sneaked out when I wasn't looking. I was going outside, I think, to put the trash in the barrel, something like that. And the next thing I knew, she was like 50 feet away, headed into the tall grasses, which the ones I hadn't pulled yet. And I was amazed because she had a one leg that just didn't work right. She could use it, but it wouldn't extend, so she was like lopsided, tilting to one side on the bad hind leg. But man, she was fast. And I never saw her again. I miss Patches. One more cigarette before I try to sleep. Anyway, I get more so-called high-speed internet starting Monday. Well, midnight Monday, so really Tuesday. But I'm pretty much used up for my monthly allotment from Verizon. And after that, I'm on data, which kind of works, sort of. I do like cats, but I really wanted a dog. And I really cannot take on a dog. I just can't. One vet bill would ruin me. And there's the annual rabies shot and license fee, which keeps going up and up and up. And you're supposed to get them a parvo shot and a distemper shot and all this other stuff. And then you risk having your homeowner's insurance canceled because you have a dog. It used to be only if you had a certain breed of dog, like a pit bull. Now it's just about any dog that weighs more than 10 pounds. And frankly, a little dog around here is coyote food. Anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, I'll have enough trouble if Tora needs a vet. When we got the stimulus checks, Tora somehow got a broken leg, actually a broken hip. Cost me the whole stimulus check. At least I had it. Because all of a sudden, veterinarians don't handle broken bones. You have to go to the emergency vet, where they charge at least twice as much. It's horrible. So anyway, Tora's okay now, all healed up. That was during COVID, after I broke my hip, so it must have been 2021. I broke my hip in 2020, not from osteoporosis. I got airborne and fell with my leg bent, so I landed on my knee. But anyway, I was still healing from that when Tora broke her hip. So it's either 2020 or 2021. Yeah, I'm thinking it must have been 2020. Yeah. Uh, well, dogs require walking, but I have a big yard and it's fenced. So, and a small dog could sneak out, or a dog that jumps a lot could jump the driveway gate. But I also have one of those dog runs where it's an overhead cable and you hang a leash from it and hook it to the dog's harness. So I could deal with, uh, you know, and I used to walk my bandit. He died in 2014, age 16, 100-pound Rottweiler. Well, 120 pounds, but he was getting a little fat. Anyway, well, I've considered fostering a dog, but I have to clean up more of the yard mess from Snowmageddon shed destruction, or they won't approve me. But most of the dogs they want fostered are dogs that I could not handle, and they'd have to like cats. No wildfires here, knock on wood. The closest one was back in June, early June, and it was down in the desert town of Hesperia, which is right next to Victorville. It was off the 15 freeway to the north of these mountains, and the wind was going the other way, so it never even came up the mountain at all. I haven't read any of Raymond Chandler, but I'm sure I've seen TV shows or movies based on his work. And hi, Gun Seagal. All the same, all equal. Guten Morgen. Let's see if you're. Well, for you it would be Guten Tag if you're really in Germany. No, there's a wildfire down in Riverside County. It looks pretty big by Lake Elsinore, but it's way far away, between 50 and 100 miles from here, down south of us. The one that worried me most recently was, Tora, quit! You don't eat cookies. I gave you a bite, you didn't eat it. Lemon flavored Oreos. Anyway, Lytle Creek, Lytle Creek. It wasn't really near here. They call it in the mountains, but the elevation is like 100 feet. That's not a mountain. It's barely a hill, but it's at the base of the San Gabriel Mountains, and it was kind of close to my family's home. Oh, The Big Sleep was Raymond Chandler. Okay, so I have seen. Tora, quit. The cat is pestering me. I should be sleeping, and so should you, Tora. That is. You don't eat cookies. Here, have a cat cookie. Cat treats. Now I have to give some to the other cats. It never ends. I was going to sign off a while ago. Oh well, doesn't matter. Yeah. Criminy. Lemonade. Pink lemonade. Well, Philip K. Dick's work is often considered noir, and I think that's why the Blade Runner movies turned out the way they did. But in film, in the film genre, noir, which is French for black, black. Actually, Niger is black. I think noir is also. Let me see. I'm not an expert on French. Yeah, it means black. Well then, but they call black people Niger. Google is weird. Well, anyway, our N word was European English speakers trying to pronounce the French word Niger. They couldn't quite do it. The English, in particular, never pronounce anything the way it's spelled. Like they asked some people in Southeast Asia, what's the name of your country? Myanmar? And the Englishman said, oh, it's Burma. Well, it's Myanmar again. Anyway, in film, noir is best in black and white. It depends on a balance of light and shadow. But Chinatown, even though it's in color, is an excellent example of the noir film genre. Yeah, I did study film. I made a slideshow and a video in college, but I focused more on the soundtrack than the visuals, and of course, script writing. So Chandler is the father of the film noir genre. Genre is GENRE. The I keep hitting the wrong keys. My keyboard's in the dark. Oh, Gonsegal is in Poland. Well, about half of modern Poland used to be Prussia, and the Prussians spoke German. Okay. Um, Gender is like male and female. A category of film is genre, film or fiction, or any literature. Like science fiction is a genre. It's French, it doesn't have to make sense. I'm beginning to think that English doesn't have to make sense. Oh well. I've been on for 47 minutes. I kind of think that's enough for a late night pop in. I'm glad you all came and listened. And let's see. Have a wonderful day and month. It's almost August. Come on, where's the F key? I wrote wonderful without the F. Gute Nacht. Schlaf wohl. Schlafen wohl. All of you. And I'll see you next time, if not sooner, Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Bye.